like I got a brand new contract. Armed and dangerous and ready for combat. Soon as I catch him on sight, it's contact. I get the job done proper, there's no comebacks. That's not fair, people hoping on the balance. But even you got that magic or you haven't. And we were born and blessed with all this talent. Soon as we're given a task, it's so apparent I'm fully prepared, fully activated and ready. Focused on the target, grab my weapon, hold it steady, your name. You know the name reigns heavy. Got the beast in me screaming out, let me out the cage. I ain't gotta do it with rage. The days are numbered, see my steps are calculate. On time, not a second hour late. Witnessing the mastery that we display like a hitman. Yeah. See, I go in and get the job done. Yeah, I'm moving like a hitman. See, I go in and get the job done. They don't want none. I got that experience like I've been doing this for centuries. Before the events I would practice while it was empty. Never needed approval, all I needed was improvement. Got swift with the movement, I attack and defend. We ain't in the same league, we breathe the same air. They act out of fear.
I'm Todd Grisham, and welcome inside. Alexander Usyk, the former...
This bout.
What a pleasure it is to be here in this environment. Here we go for round one. Can't find a home for that jab. With that jab. Nice counter shot. Both of these men showing exceptional chins, by the way. We welcome you to this beautiful theater. Shakespeare has nothing on the drama that we've seen between these two fighters. We expect a standing ovation when these two are done.
For a fighter walking into a theatre, I think this is the closest thing to fighting in a gym, because the people are up close. You can hear people talking ringside. You can hear people jeering, saying how good you are, saying how bad you are. You can hear the pressure, the expectation.
Both fighters landing in these exchanges. Judge is going to have a tough job.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them more than happy.
Nice counter shot. This is some of the best action I've seen in any round, anywhere this year. Every time they throw a shot, they get countered. The charts action from both of these fighters. A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. Let's talk about Alexander Usyk in that last. Here we go, it's round two. That round was complete domination. Let's see if we can shake things up here in this round.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing, because you've won that hands down.
When you're fighting a counterpuncher, the feint can be such a good weapon. Pretend you're going to punch, make the counterpuncher throw a punch, and then you counter them.
Reaction is second to none. It's the blink of an eye, and they're waiting for any little twitch you do. So you've got to fight a counter-puncher smart.
Tried to score with a jab. Straight right just misses. Nice exchanges from both men in this round.
Skill for skill, tap for tap, just like a match made in heaven.
Just missing with the uppercut. We've seen this fighter in the past go 12 rounds and not have a mark on their face. That's what happens when you stick and move. Hold it right there. The greatest has been dazed. And finally, Muhammad Ali goes down. They knew it when they threw it. The perfect body shot, and no one's standing up to that one.
That's lights out.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Give me your ball.
What a huge momentum swing that. On to the third. How to get the momentum shift coming their way. What can they do here?
That knockdown we just saw was a heavy knockdown. I'd be very, very surprised if he'll come out fresh as a daisy. That's not going to happen. He's got to hustle now. He's got to bluff him.
There's a scoring blow. There's a counter shot. Those counter punches have to hurt. So much firepower here. Good counter punch. Misses with the straight left. It's all offense all the time. One moment changes. Did you see that? Oh my, the Ukrainian has been rattled. And the big cat goes down. I think that will look even more dramatic in slow motion.
Shot from the gods, they say. A shot from the gods.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You all right?
Well, they're back up now, but they've got to be cautious. Cannot afford to trade back now, can they, Johnny?
What resilience to be down and to be back up.
Total domination with 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Alexander Usyk in that. Here we go in round 4. Who's going to land the first big shot? He got knocked down in the last round. Let's see what he can do here.
What a heavy knockdown. How are they going to come back from that? They staggered back to the corner. They've got to freshen them up, alert them again, get them back on point again. This round, they've got to coast around. Don't get involved. Give yourself another 3 minutes to get your head clear.
One punch could end this fight for either of these two heavyweights.
Sometimes when you have a fight, the best way to beat a fight is not give them what they want. Because they want to get you there. They want you to stand there toe-to-toe with them and have a tear. That's what they do in the gym every single day of the week. What you've got to do is you've got to frustrate them as they set their shots. Get out of the way. And they'll get so angry, so frustrated because they can't work.
Believe what we're seeing. For those who thought this would be a mismatch, you are sorely wrong.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
Beautiful counter shot. And that hook misses. Good counter punching. Is off the charts. Nice counter. Lucky that hook didn't score. This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Alexander Usyk in that last round. Well, time for the 5th round. After a really strong round, let's see if they can finish the job.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
How nervous would you get when you know you're facing a big puncher like this that can seriously hurt you?
Sometimes when you get in there with someone that's so powerful, you've got to have thinking. You've just got to be smarter than them. You've got to be like a little Fagin and pickpocket them.
The straight right just misses. Wanted to land the left hook, but was not successful. This has been a very competitive round between these two.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. Just like a match made in heaven.
Catch and shoot. They hit like heavyweights, but they move like middleweights. Truly elite level stuff here.
What you've got to do, Toddy, is anticipation. You've got to wait. You just got to throw caution to the wind and just hope. You're never going to know where the shots are coming from. You just got to put in the guess.
Gotta let your hands go a little bit. It's okay to be aggressive now. You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. Talk about Alexander Usyk in that last. Here we go in the 6th round. So the fight will continue. How do they turn things around?
This is one of those situations. You've just been hurt. You've got to get out there again. Be smart. Be sharp. Don't be a fool. Don't get suckered in. Make him fight your fight. Hold him. Tie him up just until your head clears again and your legs come back again. Because if you don't, he's going to pop you off.
Wasn't ready for that counter punch. Both men step back for just a moment. How about that time counter shot? And this with that jab. How do they use this fighter's aggression against them?
How do you deal with an aggressive fighter? What you do is you fight fire with fire. You either give it them back because that's where they're comfortable, or you play calm, play cool.
Halfway through the round, I'm not sure who's winning it.
Perfectly matched. Skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I got to respect both of them more than happy.
A lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. Nice counter punch right up the middle. Perfect counter shot. One punch could change the entire complexion of this fight. Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. Let's talk about Alexander Usyk. Switch on. Here we go. It's round 7. Coming off that great round, let's see if they can build on momentum here.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
action, and they are delivering. There's no way this fighter can go punch for punch. Their resistance to these blows just isn't the same.
I've seen some fights with a granite chin. You can hit them with a sledgehammer, they are not going to move. But then I've seen some mad punchers with a chin like a crisp. As soon as you touch them, they're gone. And this is the danger spot.
He threw a punch and just got countered. Good fight so far. Both of these fighters have had their moments.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
This is a high-octane battle. Stamina is off the charts. That counter punch caught him clean. Wondered how good his chin was, but no one's chin standing up to that shot.
I need to see that again.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Can you continue?
Say no one knows. And we enter the 8th round. Something has got to change after 2 knockdowns in the last round.
2 knockdowns, and you're coming back from that.
Oh, no! Ali is down! What a knockout headshot. Let's watch it again. And they knew it when they...
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. You're out.
You heard that right, ladies and gentlemen. A knockout victory and one of the biggest surprises of the year.
Accuracy, power, punch, perfect. That must hurt.
Feeling like I got a brand new contract. Armed and dangerous and ready for comeback. Soon as I catch him on sight, it's contact. I get the job done proper, there's no comebacks. That's not fair, people hoping on the balance. But even you got that magic or you haven't. And we were born and blessed with all this talent. Soon as we're given a task, it's so apparent I'm fully prepared. Fully activated and ready.
Are you okay?
That's it. 6 jab. Jab working. Beautiful, beautiful. I like that. Oh, good shot, good shot. Look at me. Listen, you've switched off. What you doing?
Let's do it.
Listen, steady on with the jab though. Steady with the jab and then look for your power shot. Look back with a left though. Look at his hand position. Start doubling the jab roll.
And time.
Man, what you doing? Come on, switch on.
Let's go.
All right, let's reset. Switch stance.
Okay, now you're letting back into the fight that way.
One, two, three, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. You're out.
Keep striving until my lungs can't breathe. They're all tired, I don't know about fatigue. Got my bros back if we come under siege. Got my dogs with me, I ain't carrying a leash. Thank the Lord for my freedom of speech, cause I say what I like and I do what I please. Brothers think I didn't train for this my whole life. Tried to tell them it didn't come with ease. They must have thought that I didn't put in graft. Stayed fully focused and stuck to the task. When it paid off, I was like at last. Them other brothers can kiss my ass. And I promise you that I wouldn't wanna be ya. Them man ain't got this energy, do ya? I cannot feel that vibe going through ya. Flat back trade like my dead computer. Told them once and I tell them again.
There's nothing quite like a fight at the Empire Fight Camp. I'm Todd Grisham. Alongside me is Johnny Nelson.
You tried to give me the slip, didn't you, my friend? There was no way I was going to miss this.
It's time now for our tale of the tape. It's George St. George Groves, this former super middleweight world champion. George St. George Groves. We've seen his fights with Carl Froch. He is always in there to hurt you. This London, England native looking to do damage today. So here is 20-year-old Saul Alvarez, nicknamed Canelo, which translates to cinnamon. He got that nickname because of the freckles on his face and the...
This bout is scheduled for 8 rounds of boxing. In the red corner...
And of course, we fight outside today, Johnny, and that's going to put a little extra strain on both of these fighters' conditioning.
I'm so giddy, so excited, the anticipation.
We're expecting an all-action slugfest. Both of these men showing exceptional chins, by the way. The straight right just misses. Nice defense with that jab. Usually you don't need a weather report for a boxing match, but we certainly do today as we fight under the sun.
in such heat, the cornermen need to be able to do their job. Think about what they're doing. Want to cool you down, want to ice you back, want to give you instructions in your head, and want to just calm you to tell you what you're doing right and what you're doing wrong. Because that's the most important thing. Forget about the heat. Forget about everything else.
Pretty close fight here in this round.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. She's like a match made in heaven.
No rest for the weary. Catch and shoot. They better start respecting each other's punching power. They are not going to let this one go to the judges. Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. Let's talk about Rose in that last round. And a round that seemed like eternity for them finally comes to a close.
The bell sometimes it...
On to the second round. After that last round, something has got to change.
They've had 1 minute to recover. Now they've got to bluff it. They've got to bluff it. They've got to come out now and style it out. Get on the back foot, jab, rest on the jab. Be smart and pop until your legs come back. Then put the pressure on.
This counter-puncher is going to wait for you to move first, and then will strike like a snake. Keep an eye on this guy.
Todd, I understand what you're saying, but you've got to be on this. You've got to be on it. You've got to be a pro. You've got to think right. Concentrate.
You can't score with that uppercut. Gotta let your hands go a little bit. It's okay to be aggressive now. He threw a punch and just got countered. Caution is being thrown to the wind. When you're fighting a counterpuncher, the feint can be such a good weapon. Pretend you're going to punch, make the counterpuncher throw a punch, and then you counter them.
Counterpuncher's my favorite kind of fighter. A good counterpuncher, they're the people that make the history of our sport.
Nice counterpunch right up the middle. This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Rose in that last round. Well, this is the time that the trainer needs to come in and say something special. The bell rings and we start the third. Well, they got battered last round. How do they turn their fortunes around?
This is one of those situations. You've just been hurt. You've got to get out there again. Be smart. Be sharp. Don't be a fool. Don't get suckered in. Make him fight your fight. Hold him. Tie him up just until your head clears again and your legs come back again. Because if you don't, he's going to pop you off.
So much firepower here. You don't want to go tit for tat in there in this fight. You can tell he's stronger, but he's not faster. Punching. They both want a highlight reel knockout. sportsmen step back for just a moment. When are we going to see a jab from these two? Which one of these athletes is going to be the first to go down? Very close round with 10 seconds to go. Talk about Groves in that last round. The game plan does not seem to be working here. What's he have to do differently?
Needs a knockout without a doubt. Needs to go out there and think, right, you know what? Next round, you're getting it. You're going to get it. Kitchen sink.
Slick. Come on, you're better than that. You've done all your work all the way through camp. I need you to focus on...
Here we go in round 4. Who's going to land the first big shot? So the fight will continue. How do they turn things around?
That was a tough last round. Now you've got to make sure he doesn't put it on him. That's what he's going to try and do. So tie him up, hold him, lean on him. Don't get drawn into a fight. Not yet. Not until your senses have come back.
In the early rounds of a fight, you'll see two boxers feel each other out, test each other's power, and I think this boxer has decided I can walk through anything that lands.
Don't get trigger happy, because all of a sudden you're going to be gassing yourself out trying to get that shot, and that's when he catch you.
You'd like to see more jabs. Not a lot of punch output. Thought there would be some more action here. Some real good back and forth between these two fighters.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight was...
Oh my God, Johnny! George Groves stumbling backwards. And right back into the fray.
Got caught sleeping on the job. What do? You step back, steady yourself, recompose yourself, then boom, back into it. But do not make those mistakes. This is the wrong place to fall asleep.
Look at the hand speed and footwork between these two elite-level middleweights. A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. And he caught George Groves big there. Let's talk about Groves in that last round. That bell could not have come soon enough for this guy.
Wow, it's like two different leagues.
On to the 5th we go. And he scores with the counter. Caution being thrown to the wind. A perfect counter shot. Neither one of them want this to go to the judges' scorecards. We both know who the bigger power puncher is. There's a significant power difference. How would you handle that?
I've seen certain fighters that can depend on just their power alone. Forget tactics. They know the second they touch you, it's done. That's where the confidence comes from.
Straight right just misses. Nice counter shot. You don't want to trade shots. Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. That punch scores. That left hook missed. Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. Let's talk about Groves in that last round.
Starting to make mistakes.
Let's start the 6. Off their stools and ready to go. Let's hope this round is more competitive.
Now he knows he's been hurt. He's going to come out and put the pressure on. He's going to throw the kitchen sink at you. You've got to be ready for that. Don't fight fire with fire. Hold him off. Be smart because he's going to try and put you under pressure. He knows your legs have gone. He knows your head's not cleared. Be sharp.
Beautiful counter punch. There's no way this fighter can go punch for punch. Their resistance to these blows just isn't the same.
Middleweight always gives us a class. If you've got 2 class middleweight fighters, you are in for action. I'm quite sure right now, if you know your boxing, there's a certain fighter, I would just say marvelous, but some fighters were unbelievable middleweight.
Swing and a miss with the right hook. Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. What skill being displayed here between these 2 middleweights? And he wasn't ready for that counter punch. Gotta let your hands go a little bit. It's okay to be aggressive now. George Groves, he's seeing stars. It appears that the moment of trouble has passed, at least for now.
It's been a tough round so far.
This round could go either way, 10 seconds to go. Talk about Groves in that last round. Well, he is glad to have heard that bell.
Every second, every minute of this fight.
Listen, be smart when you go out there.
And there's the bell for round 7. Let's see how they bounce back here in this round.
That was a tough last round. Now you've got to make sure he doesn't put it on you. And that's what he's going to try and do. So tie him up, hold him, lean on him. Don't get drawn into a fight. Not yet. Not until your senses have come back.
As we enter the final frames of this bout, Johnny, what have we seen so far?
Look back in the history book. Some of the best fighters in the world were the middleweights. Yes, the glamour division is the heavyweights, we know. But I'm telling you now, you look right there. These guys are on it. Fast.
Oh, Johnny, take a look at this action. And he caught George Groves big there. We almost saw a knockout a second ago, and now they're going toe-to-toe.
What recovery skills they are. What a shot it was. Completely gone. I thought there's no way he's going to finish this round. But look at that. Look at the movement. Look at the speed. Back on it. Like it never happened.
And they figure out the combination to this safe.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
That jab misses. It's knockout or bust for both of these fighters. Someone's will cave, but which fighter will it be? Good punch. A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. George Groves stumbling backwards. Let's talk about Groves in that last round. Well, he is in big trouble here. He may have been saved by the bell.
Wow, you know, I've been in fights like that. When you're thinking, come on, bell, ring away. You walk back.
That's it. Now breathe.
And there's the bell for round 8. did the trick. Let's see it again in slow motion.
I've got to see that again.
1, 2, 3, 4. Come to me.
Well, they beat the count and are ready to go again.
Well, now it's about getting back to the corner, freshen up, get new.
So final 10 seconds of the round, and he is looking really sharp. Another win, another unanimous decision victory.
They've done it before, now they're doing it again, and look what's happened. A unanimous decision. What a way, what tactics, what a game plan, and what a result.
Now what we gonna do right here is settle the score.